thorough with what it does. Because once your stereo and your TV and your clothes and everything gets in this filthy ass water, it still be around where you can see it. But it's water damage. And it all has to be destroyed. Even the concrete, even the floors, the concrete, 4 years later will show the damage that the water did to it. Every person who owns property knows this is bad right here. They know that this destroyed everything. Even though you could go back and live in it when it dries out, it's destroyed. All the wiring, the carpets. See the lights? See the lights working with me too? See how everything on this earth is going to be at my command to destroy you earth disturbers and get y'all asses off this planet so the children don't have to worry about their little arms getting cut off or their mom getting evicted out of a tent already, and all this stuff going on while all the people on the planet is busy with your stupid ass iPhone. And that's the only thing your consciousness can make you see that's important. But not at all this water is here. And all these sinkholes. And all the locusts and the shortage of food. And the cannibals. And the light ships. And everything that's going to slap the fuck out of you and make your ass start to think. And it's going to be calling on that Jesus, calling on that Jesus. And he ain't never going to show up. And what's so sad is that I'm already here. And already know what to do to make all this shit stop. But your rejection of me is your rejection of the truth and the way in your life. See? See how that works? You already know I'm the light. Well, you'll see some more green fires and that'll convince you. You know, it's not me doing that, it's you doing that. You guys ain't never had a problem with your armies going all over the world burning everybody else shit up. So when I tell you that God sent me here to translate to you the circumstances of what's going on, the true dynamics of why this is going down, then I'm doing what God said, so I don't care who doesn't like it. You don't have to deal with it, whether I tell you or not. Just be happy that someone was considerate, show you enough courtesy to send me. It's a lot of work to have to do this. And I'm not getting paid for it.
Afghanistan. Now, before we show you this video, I want to warn you that you will see a plane crash and explode.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of planes crashing and exploding. Just like I was telling you guys, the elemental forces are here to destroy these corrupt corporations via the sun ships, the light ships, and a whole lot of this bullshit going to be happening all over the planet. Bam! How sweet it is, because I know what was on there. There wasn't no cargo plane. That was a plane full of those freaking soldiers coming over here to America to start all that New World Order bullshit. Well, there's the New World Order for their ass. It's called death. Peace and blessings. Be seeing you soon. Hey. Look at the bullshit. Chemical weapons attack in another country. This is supposed to be Syria. Now the United States is so worried about chemical weapons attack going on in Syria. So what do they say? Oh, well, when we find out that Syria is using chemical weapons, we're going to have to change our whole format of how we view this country. These motherfuckers got concentration camps built here that they're going to use gas to gas people in. The nerve of them. They got tanks like this and these fighter jets. This is what they have, the United States. And then they have the nerves to be talking about what another country somewhere else is doing when our country is on the brink of economics collapse. See, this is the stuff I'm talking about. And this is why this shit right here is happening. And it's going to go on all over the planet because the United States and Russia think they're going to team up with each other with some type of cracker, communist regime, capitalistic ass, terror shit. And this is what's going to happen to all of their mobility around the whole planet. Everything they rely on to substantiate their logistics is going to go just like this. Bam! And then you're going to see the color of my mother right there. So go ahead and load them up. Put them on the destroyers. Put them on the aircraft carriers. Put them on the buses. Put them in the cars. Get them the guns. Get them the grenades. Because you know what I'm going to do? I am going to make shit like this keep happening all around the planet. No planes should be flying at all. Because the only thing you white people want to do with airplanes is use them as a way to perpetuate terror all around the planet. Then, of course, the hunt for accomplices, right? And let me show you how racist they are. Now, they want to show you that they hunting for someone who attacked America when America attacks everyone else, going door to door, setting you up for this bullshit. They white asses coming harassing everybody. And then, of course, they give you the suspect. See? Dressed in all black. You see the hate shit? This is what they perpetuate all the time. It's nothing but hatred. That's all it is. Okay, wait, let's see what else they're talking about. We know they had the court order that said gay rights, gay people can marry each other and all that. You know, nobody got to give you permission to be with each other. And no one should have to give other people on the earth permission to have to deal with your oddity that you want to perpetuate on everybody normality. Nobody wants to be pressured into letting their children be confused about whether or not that type of behavior is acceptable. Of course it's not. If you want to do that Frankenstein shit, you should do it in your home. The only reason why people come out of their home doing that is because of shit like this. These motherfuckers that has all the power. Then they use sports and sport figures to say shit like this.
Is ready for supporting an openly gay basketball player.
Jason Collins talks exclusively with ABC News after coming out as the first openly gay active player in the NBA.
And then, of course, he have to be a black man. So what they're trying to do is savage us, tarnish us, discredit us all around the world as always having flaws. All the faggot-ass white men in the NBA, of course, he got to be the one that come out front and show everybody it's okay to have this type of, you know what I'm saying, activity going on the planet. This type of activity going on the planet is something that should be kept really without even being going on the planet. And if you do cross the line and get involved with it, the nerve of you to front it, just like all the rappers do, just like all of these people who get enticed by the white man. His demand for you to be someone in this world is that you have to sell out and confess to the world that you are a black male, a Tyler Perry type of guy, who, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to talk about this brother or none of the brothers. They all doing what they have to do, including him. They coerce him into being the ones who passed the damn legislation, passed the damn rule. Out of all the history of America, they gotta always make us be the people that's gonna go down in history as the worst, scummy ass people you can ever find. And then they sit back and they the ones who implemented and set off the decay. They sparked it, and then they get to get hid in archives as the people who stood back all the time, shaking their head in disgust that they had to even have interactions with us. These sellout ass niggas. This is ridiculous. This is the shit that's going to make those sinkholes with all that oil and all that gas in it and the fires from the forest all come and meet each other at a straight up pinnacle. And the thing about it is that all of this filth that these white men are perpetuating on this earth is going to be burned up and thrown into the pits of hell that is popping up all over these planets looking like sinkholes. And when the earthquakes happen and the volcanoes go off and these oil, these chemicals that's escaping from underground all start burning and all start igniting, and this planet is an inferno, you will all understand that you had an opportunity to change your ways and to stop letting this white man lead you astray like this, but you wanted him to be your God. And so because of your quest of these deviant sexual encounters and your openness and extravagant desires, this is the circumstances. Plan B, easy step, all this stupid shit, one tablet, one door, all this. Find out if you're pregnant, all whatever that is for. I'm sure drugs. Always selling you something. If they're not selling you bad propaganda, they selling your ass drugs. And it's all coming to an end real fast because the selfishness is all induced into the minds of people too by these same people. So you guys are selfish and you don't want to do anything to get yourself out of the hog pen. So I don't understand why I should be so concerned about it, because I don't have to live here. It would be real easy for me to say I don't care. They don't care, I don't care. You know, I mean, that's really the truth about it. What's the sense in you trying to make something that don't want to work? You got an engine, just don't want to work. You do everything you can to make it work, and the engine is like, I'm the spirit of the engine that just won't work. eventually you got to give up. It's real simple. Think about it. Marriott Hotel. Okay, as you can see, the sign says hurricane on Saturn. If you look right here, you can see that spiral in there. Alright, but now look, I want to show you something. They concentrated on the eye of the spiral. This is where the Buddha is in the middle. I showed you all that. This is the Buddha in the middle of the spiral there, alright? Now look, this is the eye of the tiger here, is what you could call that. You can see how it spirals out and it gets huge. Look at it. Look. Do you see it? That's the whole dynamics of it right there. It started here. If it wasn't for liver, that wouldn't be big. See, it's getting bigger, like a spiral, a funnel, and a tornado. So this is the hurricane on Saturn. Look at it. Okay? Let's pay attention to this. Look at the spiral. The same spiral that I've been telling you guys about. Now, this hurricane on Saturn, you see the spiral? Let me stop it a minute. Look at it. Don't it look like sinkholes? Doesn't it? Look. If you grab this point right here and pull it straight down like I've been telling you, it'll be like a tornado. See, look. Imagine I grab the middle right there and hook the middle and pull the middles down. When I pull the middle down, what's going to happen is as this material in the middle starts to move down, it'll create a cavity. These cavities and these sinkholes that you see all around the earth, it's made by those wormholes. Those universal wormholes can travel all through space. We be seeing our earth as just being earth and the coagulation of a small planet. It's more than that. It is the coagulation of mental thought. And mental thought can possess any dimension that you want to add into it because it's mental thought. So if you got a small planet, all you got to do is think of everything that goes on in the intricacies of that planet as being small enough to happen in the planet or large enough to happen on the planet. And so either way your mind manipulate that, there is no limitation to the possibilities of what kind of life can exist. So inside of this hole right here, we're going to just call this the cosmic universe. One of them. One of the many ones that are all interlocked inside of the great which one is head of root, that which copies is all. You take the middle, you pull it down, you get a sinkhole. These things are all on Earth. They are called by cosmic vibration on the Earth. The cosmic vibration is what we know as God's mental thought. God thinks it and so it be. The thought of these holes just popping up on Earth without a specific knowledge of what they are here to do is absurd. Okay? It's oxymoronic to believe in the ideal that the Earth will put such a display on preparation without a specific objective for it all. Alright, let me explain to you what's going on. These sinkholes that you see on Earth are the pits that a lot of people are going to get thrown into. They are ways for water to come through and fire to come through. They are ways to make the Earth have a specific way of collapse and a specific way of expanding. It is all universally designed and calculated through supreme thinking minds. We should all worry. You should all worry. Your selfishness on this planet has caused, even in the days that you see all these things manifest and coming about as your Bible prophecies, you overlook the true God on the earth because you want to see a white man. It's everything. For that, you're going to find your white man in the bottom of all these sinkholes because that's where his ass is going. So all you white man worshiping people is going in there with his ass. Please believe it. It's the true dynamics of it. There's nothing you can say or do about it. Just prepare to meet my Father. Your own Bible tells you that Satan was cast into the pits of hell. Well, you see it on Saturn. As above, so below. I just wanted to, I went back into my archive to show you guys some footage of some space vessels. They get pictured and capturing these things all over the planet. I just want to show you my unique connection with some of the stuff that I can